Oi oi, Gordon McNeil here from Toy Town Records. Okie doke, today I want to talk about the relationship between the kick drum and the bass guitar in a mix situation. Take a listen. Okay, a groovy little number there. As you could probably hear, the bass guitar was played with a pick. When I was producing this track, I was trying to figure out what was the best course of action with the bass guitar, and I opted to go with the pick. I enjoyed the sound of the attack and the sort of percussive element there, and because of that, that's influenced my decision making when it's come to the mix stage here. Now, before you, we have the Waves F6 EQ. I would have to say it's my favourite EQ for sculpting and sort of problem solving, and it just does everything. It's a super workhorse, so I highly recommend you check this guy out. It's got a side chain function as well, which is great because it allows you to use another source to dictate whether a frequency ducks or gets louder. Okay, so I'm going to play the bass guitar on its own at the moment. Okay, you get the idea. So what I've done here is I've decided to roll off a little bit of the super lows. I've decided to roll off a bit of the top end there. Here we had a frequency around about the sort of 300 and a bit mark that was constantly sort of ringing away, so I completely took that out. As you probably saw, on the second band, around about 150 hertz, there was a constant ducking here. I'll show you once again. What that is, it's been triggered by the snare drum. So every time the snare drum hits the frequency of the drum, I wanted that to be the focus. I like the way the drum sounded. So that frequency range on the drum would be the priority, and basically what it's doing is it's ducking these frequencies out of the bass each time it's been hit. One more time. Just before I dive in anymore, the F6 here that you see, that's not solely the EQ that I use to get my bass sound. There's a bit of processing prior to that. There's a bass DI doing its thing, the Slate VMR, very good. I've got the Ampeg UAD on another track, more Slate stuff, and a little Waves C4 there. So I'm sending these two as a balance, DI and amp, to a group. RVox, why is there an RVox on a bass? Well, actually, I really love the RVox gate, so I use it a lot for sort of just dealing with any soft noises or any sort of scratching in between playing, so it works really good. Then I've got the Pultec EQ. I really like this guy. A little bit more EQ on an SSL. Again, really enhancing the sort of the pick there. Got a little compression on it as well, fast attack, sort of evening out the transient of the pick. So basically what I'm doing is I'm picking my frequency for the plectrum action and then boosting that, and then I'm sending it to the compressor to sort of even it all out a little bit. Nothing too crazy, 3 maybe. And then after that it's going into the F6 as I mentioned before. And when I'm looking at the kick drum here, we have, again, it's all about decision making and what, as a producer, you see as a focus. And in this case, I decided to really tame the transient of the kick drum. The sort of plectrum sort of frequency, because I wanted that to be the focus, what I've done is I've dialed it into the F6 EQ on the kick drum, and every time the bass drum hits, the attack of that sort of softens a little bit, and yeah, it gives it a sense of working together. Let's hear that again. Yep, so I've sort of tamed the attack, as I say, on the kick drum, and I've even rolled some of the top end off that as well. Again, whilst it would be nice to super hype up a kick drum, I just felt in this instance it had to be more understated. And before I leave you, I just want to show you one more thing. On your master bus, as a little sort of experiment, I would recommend you put an EQ. In this case I've just got the stock Pro Tools one, but it could be any. And what you want to be doing is rolling off all the top end and the upper mids, just so it's just literally the bottom end. And by doing this, it's a good way of zoning into the sort of low end and checking if those elements are working on the right way. So I'll play a little bit to hear what that sounds like. Bypass both plugins and listen to how the low end certainly sounds like there's no definition, it sort of fights with each other. So check this. With the EQs on. So there you have it. What I would say is, with the EQ at the end there, when you're rolling off all the frequency range up here, so you're just hearing the bottom, I would give your ears 5 minutes to sort of adapt again, because once you sit listening to just low end elements for some time, your ears sort of play tricks with you, and the whole thing sounds strange. So yeah, give yourself 5 minutes after that. So yeah, I've been Gord McNeil again, and there'll be plenty more of this stuff on the way. And if you like what you saw and heard, please, as I said before, please subscribe. Alright, all the best. Cheers.